Let's begin by taking your blanket or towel and rolling it. See, like this, or just folding it. Place it so that the long edge of your blanket is aligned with the long edge of your mat. You can take your second blanket or towel and place it the top of that rolled blanket. And then lie down so that your spine is supported by the rolled blanket. Bum is on the mat. Legs could be long on the mat, or you could have a bolster under your knees. And if you lie down on this, the second blanket goes right behind your head, the curve of your blanket supporting your neck. If this feels like too much of a back bend to start off with, unroll the blanket that's beneath your spine and maybe just fold it in half. If you feel any tugging at your low back, you might find greater ease if you bend your knees and place some supports under them. These first minutes of class, we're just creating some space to welcome ourselves in. And there's no need to be or do anything other than exactly what you're being and doing. Start exactly where you are. So if you're showing up tired, hungover, cranky, elated, or with no idea of how you feel, it's all good. And it's like to begin class, to begin practice, we open an imaginary, energetic door that says yes. Take a few breaths to notice what your body feels like this morning. And see what it feels like to just respond with a yes to it. Tightness, tiredness, pleasure, whatever, just yes. And as if your attention were a soft candlelight, let that gaze shift to your emotional body. Just like a soft golden light. And notice what your mood's like right now, or if there are any emotions showing up. And again, what would it be like to just see them and say yes? Like real playfully, not too serious. Then as you're ready, shifting your gaze, it might feel like you're shifting your gaze upward, like looking into the sky. And notice your thoughts. You could see them like a flock of birds flying by in the sky? Are there a lot or just a few? Are they loud like geese? Are they crowded or spacious? And again here, what would it be like just to say yes to them? As like my body feels like when I say yes, it's like I just hit a home run. And it's so silly, it just makes me giggle like, yes, I'm thinking, yes, thoughts, yes. And then let your palms face up, curl your thumbs into the center of your palm and wrap your fingers around your thumbs. This is called Tsi mudra. This is a mudra of yes and light. So if that soft candlelight gaze was in your mind, at the top of your head, just feel like the warm candlelight could spread through your whole experience right now. A big, big yes to all of you. And if there's some parts that are just like cringing, that's okay too. Like, ugh, I don't want to say yes to that. It's all right. Just try it on though. See what's up. And holding this mudra for the next 5 or 7 breaths, you breathe in really naturally, let your jaw be soft, and on the exhale, hum. Out loud, like a total yoga weirdo. Just let your freak flag fly. It's like bees and honey, that soft golden light of yes. Four or 5 more, your own pace. Two more. Last one. Sweet, let your breath just be natural here. Arms out to the sides. Palms are facing up right now. You can keep your hands in Tsi mudra, but rotate them so that knuckle side is down, or like fingernail side is down, and just feel that in your shoulders and your chest. And then roll them up, maybe even coming into the thumb side, the thumb and pointer finger side, and feel the shoulder blades kind of roll down your back, maybe collarbones broad. And do that a few times as your fingernails come down. You might even feel your low back push into the blanket behind you. And then you roll, so pinky side is up, and feel a little baby back bend. A few times like that, whatever your jam. Cool. Exhale fully. Palms facing up, still Tsi mudra. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Squeeze your fists in just a little bit. Don't overdo. Squeeze it. Let your gaze go to your third eye. Lift Mula Bandha if you know what that is. Energy streaming up. And then let the exhale whoosh out and open your palms. Cool. Roll over onto your left side. The right arm reaches up, and then like a book, close it over. the right hand. So you're lying on your side, arms out. And then squidge yourself a little bit further away from your props. Push them out of the way. You're on your back here. And then let your legs come up to the ceiling. Flippy flappy your feet, flippy flappy, flap flap your legs so that your thighs jiggle on the bones and your toes get jiggly and your feet just get like real flap-tastic out of the ankles. And jiggle, 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 as much as you can. Just moving the energy. Flap, flap. Can you do your feet at opposite times? Let your jaw be real loosey-goosey here. Good. Arms by your sides. Take a deep breath in. Electrify your legs. And then exhale, slow motion. Bend your knees. Let the sole of your feet come to the mat. And feel. Maybe there's gold confetti in your body now. Shimmers. Arms come to a T. On your next exhale, let your legs kind of drift to the left. They drape down. I like to reach through the right knee, kind of lifting the hip just a bit. Let your belly be soft for a breath. Inhale to center. Exhale the opposite direction. And again, you could reach through the left knee here, kind of pressing into the inner edge of the foot. And then back to center. And then find your speed. Find your degree of effort and intensity. And then find center. Take your hands behind your neck. Fingertips on either side of the spine here, and start at the base of the neck, kind of above that bumpy bone, and run your fingers up toward the base of your skull, lifting your head a little bit, and then place it back down and feel how that took your chin closer to your chest. All right, let's do that again. Undo it. So lift your chin up toward the ceiling. You'll be kind of on the upper back of your head. Take your fingers into the meaty part of your neck, so not on the spine. Press up toward the ceiling and then run your fingers up toward the base of your neck, lifting your head, lengthening the back of the neck. Chin moves more towards the chest. Feel that. So I'm going to do some things that tone the vagus nerve. We did it with the humming exhale. The vagus nerve helps open us into the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest. So keeping your head just like this, open your mouth a little bit, jiggle your jaw from side to side, let it be kind of drooly, and then take just your eyes, not your head, to the left. Shoulders relaxed and heavy. And then eyes to center. And then both eyes all the way to the right. Jaw chill. And eyes to center. Take a breath in and sigh out. Again, a sweet breath in. And like a contented sigh. Good. On an in-breath, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hug your knees in. And I love the jiggle thing. So we'll jiggle a little bit here too. Compress your shins towards your body and just let your body bounce a little bit. If you go closer to your ankles, your feet will flap and flop. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look at me. And I'm going to press onto almost like right below my knees on my shins and bounce my body a little bit. Bouncy, bouncy, bounce, 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 bounce. Good. And then cross the ankles, reach overhead, take a deep breath in. And then on an exhale, roll yourself up to seated. Loveliness. Notice how this feels. And then take your hands forward of your shins, roll onto your knees, and come back, tabletop. Roll through your version of cat-cow, whatever feels good here. Undulating, articulating, barrel rolling. Keep pressing the pads of your fingers down into the mat, the base of your fingers, the roots of your fingers. Yes. And then go back to just a regular cat-cow, which I like to call rainbow hammock. And get this like a little bit more juicy, like slide it forward and back. Don't think too much about it. Like almost drop your brain and just let momentum move you a little bit. And at some point, let the momentum take you all the way back to child's pose. And then kind of on an in-breath, but don't worry too much about the breath, come up. And then on an exhale, come down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, all fours round the spine, child's pose. Inhale to table. Exhale, this little kind of half chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Draw your shoulder blades down the back. Keep the back of your neck long. Yeah. On an in-breath, table. Exhale, child. Now free that up in whatever ways feel good to you. That table, half chaturanga, cobra, back a few times. Some of you might want to be on your forearms here. Let's say 3 rounds of this. And wherever you are, we'll do one more. Meeting in child's pose with the arms extended in front of you. Keep the arms engaged and sway side to side. Chest moving side to side, booty moving side to side. Let the head be soft. Okay, come to center and lift up into table. Exhale, curl your toes under, lift the hips up and back, down dog. Take maybe a little bit wider down dog here. And then roll out into high plank and feel like you're leading with your upper arms. Feel how the upper arms come forward, shoulders over wrists, and roll your head out, high plank. Exhale, take the top of the thighs back, down dog. 2 more times. Inhale, feel pulled by the upper arms into high plank. And exhale, top of the thighs, take you back, down dog. Inhale, forward, high plank. Exhale, hips take you back, down dog. Now here in down dog, see if you can keep the action in the arms as if you were going to pull forward to high plank. So the upper arms like move like they're moving forward, and feel how that hollows your armpits. And then soften the back of your neck, soften your back heart, and reach from the roots of your fingers through your booty. And shake your head no. Neck soft, and nod it yes. Keep extending through the arms like you're a superhero flying. Take a deep breath in and sigh. 2 more. Sweet, bend your knees a whole bunch. Walk your hands back to your feet. Keep your knees bent, sway side to side. Let the head hang, let the back of the neck be long. Let your eyes just feel like they're floating in fluid, just like real juicy, plumpy chill. Come to center, pause. Take the weight back into your heels, but keep your knees bent. Let your arms be like those tentacles coming out of the back of a jellyfish, just so fluid and undulous. Exhale, take your tailbone down. Feel how that starts to hollow your belly. From that hollowing of the belly, roll up. Roll up, roll up. Slow, gentle. Stack hips over heels, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. And sigh on your exhale. Breathe in and imagine you're in a meadow like sweet clover, honeysuckle. And just sigh it out. Okay. So a lot of sighing exhales today because that's actually something that tones the vagus nerve too. So please get your strap, your yoga strap. And I'm going to do this standing, but if you're feeling especially tired today or especially hungover, you can do it sitting down too. All right, so no big thing. So at first, just let your arms relax by your sides. And then soften your knees a little bit. And just because it's fun, shimmy here. Shimmy. Yeah. Like let your thighs jiggle, the place where your thigh meets your boob. Let your booty jiggle. Let your belly jiggle. If you have flesh on your chest, let that jiggle. Triceps. Take a breath in, and then you're going to let your tongue jiggle too as you and just notice that. Okay. Take your chin to your chest. Feel the length in the back of your neck. And then take left ear, left shoulder. And then the back of your head toward the back of your neck, but not super far back. And then right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. And then slowly the other direction. Left ear, left shoulder. Don't press down on the head here. Back of the head back. Left ear, left shoulder. Down. We'll go the opposite direction, but this time, instead of ear to shoulder, you'll kind of start that way, but take your chin towards the left shoulder. So you're rotating the head, gazing over the left shoulder, and then gently maybe back. And then gaze over the right shoulder. Don't strain, but keep the back of the head pressing back, shoulders tending back, chin to chest. And then the other way, gaze over right shoulder. Not really dipping the head too far back, gaze over the left shoulder. And chin to chest. Take your left hand to your forehead and let your head come up. Yeah. Okay. Now, take the strap over your shoulders. And hands maybe 8-ish inches away from your neck. I'll turn sideways here. So take your left hand and take the right side of the strap. And take the right side of the strap towards your left chest, kind of down on a diagonal. And then take your right hand to the left side of the strap. And you're going to take it up and across kind of your cheekbone. You see that? All right, so I'm going to gaze forward here. With your left hand, pull down on the strap a little bit diagonally. And then with your right hand, take the strap up and away. So creating a diagonal here. Don't like overdo it. And then if you want, keep your chin level and take it down a little bit. So left hand's pulling down on a diagonal. There you go. And gently come back. So creating some traction here. And then we'll do the other side. So right hand takes the left strap, take it down on, I'm trying not to hit my microphone here, but you're really pulling down on this muscle right here, kind of at the base of your neck. So get that angle. And then this strap, the strap that was on the right side is in the left hand, and you're getting kind of right under the cheekbone, and you're pulling in opposite directions. So the strap that's in your right hand is pulling kind of down and on a diagonal, and the strap that's in your left hand is pulling up and on a diagonal. The back of your neck is long though. So the image in your head of this is a candy cane. And then let that go. And take your hands behind your shoulders, again, the strap, probably shoulder width distance apart. Hug your low ribs back and pull on the strap. Yeah, so Emmy, hands a little bit closer. Jamie, your hands could maybe be a tiny bit closer, but that looks pretty good. Okay, pull on the strap and then start reaching up. And there should be some jiggling happening. Christy McCrae, your hands could be closer. Like, do you see how my hands are wobbling? Yeah, you want that kind of situation. Once I get higher, it's easier for me. Back of the neck long, jaw juicy. And then keep pulling the strap like you're gonna rip it apart and take it down. Hoo-wee. And then we'll do one more time up. So pull it taut. Descend the center of your chest. Keep the back of your neck long, pull the strap and reach up. And if it's not feeling crazy, take your hands closer together. Slow, slow, slow. Whoo. Good, reach all the way up. And then on an exhale, let your arms come down in front. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Inhale and up. And you might want to take your arms wider here and exhale and down. See if through this whole range, you can keep your low ribs hugging down and back. See if through this whole thing, you can keep the back of your neck long. The next time you come up through center, do a side bend. And then if it's okay in your body, tip yourself so that your sternum is facing towards the floor and round the spine and come around to the other side. And breathe here. And then again, you'll tip so your sternum is facing the floor. Keep the spine rounded here, knees bent a little bit, and then up. So you can do this side to side. Don't go too fast. And maybe one more. And roll up. And then arms back and down. And then you can release the strap. We'll use it one more time, but not right now. And find the top of your mat. Let your teeth part. Let your tongue rest on the floor of your mouth. Turn your palms so that they're facing behind you. Soften your knees. And if you were in class last week, create that inner spiral in your thighs. So booty pops out a little bit. And then send your tailbone down and feel how you've just engaged the low belly, the bandhas. Let the shoulders be heavy and reach up from the very base of the back of your skull. Just like we did with those neck lengtheners with our hands. So your gaze is kind of down your nose. And with your next inhalation, take your arms to zombie arms. Exhale, bend your elbows. They'll point towards the floor. Wrists come to your shoulders and then press down. Inhale, zombie arms, palms face the floor. Exhale, wrists to shoulders, press down. 2 more like that, soft and steady. This time, inhale, arms come all the way up, palms face forward. Gaze up if that's okay, salute the sky. Exhale, fold forward, soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift, maybe arms come up with you. Exhale, ragdoll down. Inhale, gaze forward as you step the left foot back. Right knee bends exactly over the heel. Come up onto your fingertips or blocks here and roll the shoulders open. So spiral your triceps back towards the back of your mat. Sweet. Then let's find that engagement like we did last week. The front thigh inseam moves down towards the mat. So an inner spiral there. And then from your back heel, imagine again that you had a vacuum cleaner tube running all the way up your leg into your hip, and start to draw energy from your back heel into your pelvis. It kind of feels like your 2 feet are moving toward one another on the mat. Super engagement. Energy moving to the pelvis. Take a breath in here. And then with your exhale, reverse the energy. Press through the back heel. Yes, length in the back leg. And it almost feels like there's a line of energy coming from your pelvis out the left knee. And feel how your torso may have lengthened here too. Breathing. Staying on your fingertips if it's okay. Exhale, hug your low belly in, lift your hips up a little bit, and step your left foot back. Cupcake finger high plank. Take a breath in here. Exhale, knee down, half chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, still on the fingertips. Exhale, all fours. And if it's available to you today, stay on the fingertips for down dog. Come up onto your tiptoes. On your exhale, gaze forward, tiptoe, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, let the heels come down, bend the knees. Inhale, arms out to the side this time, reach up, gaze up if that feels good. Exhale, palms down, feel the earth. Inhale, palms face back, arms reach all the way up to the sky, salute the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, strong legs, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. This time, left foot steps back. So you're in this low lunge situation. Spread the collarbones, broaden through the chest like you have wings for collarbones. And then let's create those actions again. So vacuum cleaner pipe running up your left leg. And it's like you're scooping energy from the back heel into the pelvis. And your hips might even lift a little bit as you do this. And feeling like you could scrub the back foot forward and the front foot back a little bit. So much energy contained. Do you feel that? Yeah, sweet. Your body's working. Take a breath in, maybe say yes. And then on the exhale, press through the left heel. Oh my goodness. And feel how the left hip crease opens. Feel how the crown of your head moves away from your belly. And even the right knee feels like it's shooting starlight forward. Breathe here. Back of the neck is long, gaze is down. Cupcake fingers. For those of you who don't know, I imagine cupcakes under my hands and I don't want to squish the frosting. So on an exhale, hug your low belly in, lift the pelvic floor, and feel how that scoops your belly, lifts your hips, and then send the right foot back, high plank. Take a breath in here, so strong. Exhale, knees down, half chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog, maybe staying on cupcake hands. Good, and then place the palms down. Just notice how that feels. Maybe that feels like a big old ah. Ah, shake your head no. Any movement that feels good here, make it happen. Good. On your next inhale, step the right foot between the hands. Let the pinky edge of your right foot be by your right thumb. So it's a little bit more to the right than it is center. Spiral your back heel down, and with an inhalation, come up, warrior one. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Yeah. And then lean forward, torso over the belly. Create that inner spiral with your thighs. So booty's gonna lift up and back a little bit, sit bones lift up. You feel kind of the pelvic floor open a little bit here as you bend forward. Create that inner spiral. Back inner thigh reaching toward the ceiling. Cool, and on your next exhale, scoop the tailbone and roll up. For me, this really brings the weight into the back leg, a lot of energy there. And then with your inhale, reach the arms out and up. As you do that, could your shoulder blades actually descend instead of reaching up toward your ears? On an exhale, open your arms over your legs like wings, warrior two. And then flip your palms up. Feel your shoulder blades move down your spine. Good. Take your tailbone down a little bit. Feel your low belly engage. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the mat, vinyasa of your choice. Second side, inhale, step the left foot forward, closer to the left hand. Exhale, spiral the back heel down. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands to the sides. You could hold your hips here. Take a breath in, get tall in the spine. Exhale, fold over the front leg. And here again, feel that inner, if you know what internal rotation is, that. Last week we were talking about an inner spiral. So the front thigh inseam moves down toward the floor and you feel the left sit bone kind of kick out to the left. And the back leg, the inner thigh, is moving up toward the ceiling. Good. When you feel like you've got that, exhale, scoop the tailbone and roll up through the spine. So much power in the back leg. Inhale, arms up, any amount. So much ease at the base of the neck. Take a full exhale, wings spread over the legs, warrior two. Tailbone down, maybe a little longer stance. Back of the neck long. If it feels good, flip the palms up toward the ceiling. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, vinyasa of your choice. Good. From the down dog, release to your knees. And then have your strap. You can take your feet to the left side, place your booty down on the right side so you're sitting down. And then watch me for a minute before you actually do this. So you want your strap buckled, kind of at a quite long length. And the way that this will work is that you'll lie down. So I'm bending my left knee, placing the strap around my right foot and making sure that the buckle is kind of halfway between my foot and the other looped end of the strap. I don't want the buckle on my foot or on the back of my head. So from here, I'll bend my right knee and place the strap behind my head. I have it going over my ears. And this should be relaxed. So you have an idea where we're headed with this. You can go ahead and do it. Loop your strap or tie your two scarves around. Take one loop around the arch of your right foot. Bend the right knee. And then take the other looped end around the back of your head. And you'll find the place where you place it. That was the place where you place it. You'll find the area of the back of your head where you can place the strap and your head just rests. It should feel like it's in a hammock. I like to have my left leg long here, but for many people, having that knee bent will be good. And for some of you, tightening the strap here will be good, but I would take your head out before you do that. Okay, take both hands to one side of the strap. So right hand on the right side, left hand on the left side. Bend your knee and lift your head out. Turn your head a little bit to the right. And then just let it hang. Like the back of your spine and your neck spine is kind of reaching toward the floor. Let your shoulders be super heavy. Let your teeth part and your tongue be heavy. And the next 3 breaths, audible sighs. Oh my goodness, I could stay here for a week. Okay. Take your hands to either side of the straps. Bend your right knee, lift your head out and gently place it down. And then switch legs so the left foot can come into the strap. And then right foot comes down, knee bent, sole of the foot on the floor. Bend your left knee and place the strap behind your head. You find that good spot again. And so both the leg and the head are heavy here. And then hold on to both sides of the strap. Lift your head a little bit and turn it to the left this time. And you might have to remajigger, where the back of your head is in relationship to the strap. But you're gazing a little bit to the left this time. And then, the leg's exerting a little bit of pressure maybe of pulling the strap, but the head is just totally hammocked. And if it feels good in your experience to sigh here, then by all means, a few breaths just, or if you like humming, you could hum the exhale. Shoulders heavy, mouth drooly, cheeks jowly. This pose straight from Mr. Iyengar. All right, both hands to the side of the straps. Center your head again. Bend the left knee, remove your head from the strap, and then remove the foot from the strap. If a happy baby would feel good here, you could roll that out. My body is kind of wanting that, so you could hug the knees in do that. And then when that feels complete, take your rolled blanket again, and you place it underneath your neck so that your chin actually is pointing up a little bit. So rather than the Shavasana waterfall where the chin is lower than the forehead, the chin is higher than the forehead here. And you can adjust how high you want this roll under your neck. If it's okay here, you could take your left hand and roll it into a soft fist, curling the fingers in, and then place that on your jaw, like the low part of your jaw, and maybe just press your head into your fist for a moment. And then release that. Let the right arm cascade down. And if it feels good, you could take the left hand and just gently encourage your head to look left. Gentle, gentle. This, if you have the roll just right, is kind of massaging right under your occipital ridge. Shoulders heavy. Belly soft. And then let the head come to center. You can reorient it if it doesn't feel aligned. And then take the left hand, curl it into that little fish shape, and then take it to the jaw joint. Press the head into the hand. Let the right shoulder relax. And then gently release that. Drape your left arm down so it feels long. Bend the right elbow, take the right hand gently maybe to your forehead on the left side, and just encourage the head to gaze to the right. And you can play with kind of angling your chin up or down here. But let left shoulder be heavy. Feeling like there's a waterfall in the back of the left side of your neck, moving from the base of your skull down to the inner edge of your shoulder blade. And a big exhale here. Then take your right hand to the right side of your head, gently press your head to center. Unfurl the right arm down next to you and just pause for a moment at center. Both hands to the back of your head. Lift the head up, keeping the back of the neck long, and move that rolled blanket. Keep the back of the neck long as you take the arms down. And then roll over onto your right side and then all the way over onto your belly. Arms here. Well, you take your forehead to the mat. I'm trying not to squish this microphone here. Arms either in cactus or in a T shape here. And we'll go left side first. So I'm going to have my left arm in a cactus shape, 90-degree angle at the elbow, palm of my hand on the floor. And then I like to squidge my body a little bit to the right. Left cheek on the mat, right hand in cupcake situation, about a foot in front of my face. And then I'll gently roll onto my left hip. If this already feels too intense, you might want to come out and put your arm in a T shape rather than cactus. Bend the right knee, right toes maybe to the floor behind you. And the right hand can come a little bit closer to the face probably. In this pose, press into your right fingertips and then take the head of the right arm bone into your shoulder socket and feel how that will take the shoulder blade closer to the spine and likely intensify sensation here, and see if that's okay. 3 smooth breaths here. Good. Inhale, roll back onto your belly. Let the right arm come down, forehead to the mat. Pause here just for a moment. And then we'll do the other side. So right arm either in a T or a cactus. And I squidge my whole body a little bit to the left. Left fingertips on the mat or on the floor, rather, cupcake situation, and then roll onto the right hip this time. And notice if there's too much intensity in your corner chest here. And if there is, roll back onto your belly and take a T shape with the right arm. But if you're all right here, bend the left knee, maybe left toes come down toward the floor. Left hand might come in closer to your face. Press through the left fingertips and then plug the head of the left arm bone into the socket. Tailbone is long here. Breath is like honey. Feel any sensation. 3 breaths. Back of your neck is long and easy. And then with your next inhale, roll back to your belly. Let your arms be somewhere where they're comfortable. Forehead on the mat and just rock your head side to side. Let your heels fall out. Let your sacrum be super broad. And then hands beneath your shoulders. And we'll say 10 breaths, the shapes of your choice before Shavasana. So you might want to roll right into Shavasana, or your body might be longing for a twist here, or I was kind of wanting a belly back bend, but see what you want. 10 breaths. And whatever you do, the invitation is to keep the jaw really plumpy, kind of unhinged, which I think is kind of funny as I'm saying it. People say coming unhinged is a bad thing. But for today, just let your jaw be unhinged and your mouth kind of drooly. We'll say that's 4 breaths. And 5, if there's a second side, maybe switch, unless the first side is just so good you want to stay. 6, 7, 8, 9. The gentlest vinyasa to Shavasana, or just roll over. Maybe you take the rolled blanket again beneath your spine and allow for just a slight back bend here. Let the body feel supported. I might go like 2 minutes over, so if you need to leave right at 11:30, you might want to turn the sound off. Or just know I'm going to go over a minute or 2. As you're lying here, maybe rock your head side to side one last time and smooth out any wrinkles in your shirt or your blankets. And the next maybe 4 or 5 breaths on your exhales, the mantra is ah, A-H-H. Ah. And feel how making this sound lets there be greater ease in the jaw, in the tongue, in the throat. Ah. And I might play the singing bowls a few times, I'm not sure. But if you'd like to take that mudra again, the Tsi mudra, you could, just really gently though. Perhaps you'd like to imagine that you're somewhere on a beach. It's warm, and you either hear the sounds of soft waves, or maybe even the really soft kind of Caribbean waters just come up to your feet, soft and warm. If it feels good, you can breathe in kind of that briny air, ocean air, and hold it for a moment, like the salt in the air is prana twinkling in you. And then let your exhale gently whoosh out. And with your inner eyes, you could imagine a warm, gentle rain, or just the warmth of the sun shining down on you. Feeling like the rain is cleansing, releasing. The warmth of the sun is just shining in through every pore in your body, filling you with a golden honey glow. And on some exhale, let the mudra go, and just as your hands uncurl, feel every knot in your body uncurl, melt. And I'll sound the singing bowls 3 times to lead you into silence. And then I'll ring it once to come out. If you'd like to take a longer Shavasana, feel free to do that. Otherwise, you could begin to deepen your breath, kind of Sparkle, twinkle your toes, your fingers. And take a breath in and exhale. Ah. And as you start to open your eyes, maybe that sense of yes floods back in. Yes, yes. Thich Nhat Hanh has a beautiful meditation mantra. The inhales, you say yes, and the exhales, thank you. And you can notice when you do that, the places that feel like yeses and maybe the places that feel like nos, and just honoring wherever you're at. And thank you each for your practice today. You take the tools of vagal tone into the week with you, the humming, the ahs, the neck pieces are really good with the strap. Getting compression in here actually tones the vagal nerve. And we know that that's super good for the immune system, for your gut, and for rest and digest. So, my friends, I hope you have a lovely week. Your homework is to be more drooly and more silly. See if you can rock that out. And again, if you wanted to be part of the book club and you didn't get the email, reach out to me. I'll send stuff on that this week.